Hi and welcome to my shed. Today I'm going to walk you through a steering problem we've been having with our Nissan X-Trail. So I'm just going to flip this over. Well, we've got this Nissan X-Trail. It's a 2009 T31. We've had it since brand new. It's got 218,000 kilometres on it. It's the 2.5 litre petrol, the four-wheel drive version. So we've had a bit of a problem with the steering. It feels like it's a little bit all over the place, and my wife keeps telling me it's been pulling to the left, which I kind of ignored a little bit because I just replaced all the brake pads, and I thought maybe it's just pulling a little bit because the new pads are bedding in. But anyway, when I had it apart, I did notice, and I did look at glance at that there bushing in the lower control arm at the rear that you can see there. So I'll just zoom back out, my finger's on the button. A little bit crazy there, and if you can see that, there's a split in the rubber. Now that split of the rubber does go all the way around the back of that bushing there. Okay, it's 218,000 k. You can see the front of that, it's got a bit of wear and it's starting to split as well. So the way it's mounted, it's not going to fall apart, but it does need repair. So I'm just going to try and show you what happens when I lever that a bit. So I'll get my screwdriver into there. Get the torch onto there as well. I don't have any lighting, and it's a dark day out today. It's a bit cloudy and overcast. Lots of humidity, so it's making it a bit dark. So if I get my screwdriver there and I move that, you can see that I can lever that up and down quite freely. So that's probably not too good. It shouldn't do that, I wouldn't believe. And I can leave that back down again. So yeah, well, it's not going to fall apart or anything like that. It certainly needs replacement. Problem is that is a press fitting there, so that's going to make things a little bit difficult. You can buy on the internet whole control arm kits, and that's okay. And it replaces the whole control arm because the lower ball joint on the steering knuckle happens to be part of the control arm as well. Now they do have another bush at the front, and you can see that just down in there. There it is there, and that has absolutely no movement in it whatsoever. The interesting part is when you do clamp that, or you do move that up and down, you can watch the whole suspension at the front there move around a little bit as well. There's not a lot of pressure I'm putting on that. I took it for a drive this morning, and when you let go of the steering wheel, she tends to want to drift to the left, and well, the steering wheel also isn't centered, so when you're driving straight, we went a few hills around behind us, and it gets a little bit of a handful. Not so much that it's hard to drive or anything like that. The power steering is doing a good job, but it feels like the power steering is not sure quite which way to go, so you're forever adjusting it. So I just went down to my local parts supplier, and you can also buy a nolethane bush for that, so which will be much better. So I'm going to end up probably getting those, and I'll have to just find a shop. I did speak to a wheel alignment place a little while ago that also, they do a lot of mechanical work, and he said to me, look, just take it off yourself and we'll press it out for you and you can go fit it back up. So that might be the go. Anyway, I'll put this back together at the moment, because it still can be used around town, but it needs fixing within the next week. So stay tuned, we'll get it done.